Hey guys, it's Shark here from Akulu Linux and welcome to another video. So yesterday I made a video on our new full screen menu which has now become our default menu. And there's been quite a lot of changes, a lot of development since then, and we're sending it out with the first ISO today. And I just want to show what's changed and obviously update the guys that are new that might not have seen yesterday's video. So let's take a look here. We are replacing the traditional menu that we used before, which I think was the Cine menu or something, the one that comes with Mint, with our own menu. So we made a menu from scratch. This is a new menu made by us. If you go here, you'll see there, developed by blah, 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 Makulu Linux, so forth, so forth, so forth. It's a very simple menu, highly flexible. It's got that. It's a blend of the old and new. It's got the scrolling, I guess the scrolling features of the old Sling's cold menu. That's where I got the inspiration from. But that's also similar to the GNOME. Also uses a similar type of scrollable menu. There's his full screen though. But this is the old slingshot, slings cold setup. That's where I got this idea from, or this layout idea. But at the same time, I've also put the categories in here. So this is where the traditional part comes in, right? Because usually with traditional menus, you have the categories, then you have power buttons, and you have a search bar, and they're usually either at the top or the bottom. So I try to combine both, right? But make it this nice big menu that opens up in the center of the screen. If we click away on the desktop, the menu closes. Click again, the menu opens, right? And you can select any. You just if you hover over a category, it auto changes, right? Um, and of course, you can scroll through the menu. You can either drag this bar here at the bottom, so you can drag it from one page to another, or you can click the little numbers here, page numbers as well. So it's quite easy to navigate it, right? And it's a nice looking menu. And I've added lots and lots of customizations. Okay, so if you click here on options, you'll see here you can choose a color now. That's new: black, blue, green, gray, pink, purple, red, and white. Right. So you can literally just choose a color. Gray is the default one. You can set the opacity of the menu, so you can make it extremely transparent or not at all, right? We usually have it around about there with the new settings now. You can set the controls, these controls, the power buttons and the search bar and those controls. You can set them either to the top, and it moves all the controls to the top, or to the bottom, or to the left, or to the right. Then puts the categories on the right. So highly customizable, right? You know, each person has their own preference. By default, they're on the left. Um, you can set the icon size. By default, the icons are 50. Let's check those icons out. So when I open up, those are the icons, right? These icons, 50. But you can set them bigger or smaller. If you set them bigger, close, and then reopen, you'll see now they're giant. Look at those icons, right? So you can set the icon sizes. Let's set them back down to 50. You can set the text color. This is a text to auto, meaning if you choose a dark color, it will choose light text. If you choose a light color background, it will choose dark text. But you can also manually adjust it. You know, if you're messing with colors and you want to manually, you can make it manually white or black or auto. You can set the font size. There's a font size of the apps and the font size of the categories. Look here. See, there's the categories. As you change the font size, the categories will adjust. You can adjust the menu size. Currently, it's taking 80% of the screen, which means it leaves a 20% border. But you can make it bigger. You can make it smaller. Now, when you close it and reopen it, it will center again. It always opens up in the center, right? So you can really make this bigger, smaller. 80 is the default. But you can play with that. Some people might prefer a much more fuller menu, like almost full screen, in which case, as you can see, that's virtually full screen now. So it's highly customizable, this menu. I've tried to add as many options as I can to let users customize it the way they like, however they want their menu to be. It's a very, very cool menu. You can also set the default category to open on. I prefer myself all favorites, but by default, all is selected. You can also add some effects. Look at that. You see the menu? Look at that. You can add some effects to the menu. This one, it mostly affects the buttons, not actually the background. And then you can pin the menu. And I'm going to show this in a second. Let me just reopen here again now. Right, so there we go. It's opening our favorites now. So like all my favorite apps, and you can add apps to favorites. You can just right click an app. Oh, sorry. You can just right click an app and add to favorites. Okay, and then also you can move the menu. Right now it opens up in the center of the screen, but let's say my panel is at the bottom and my menu button is on the left, because you can move things around, right? So you can move wherever you're comfortable with. Traditionally, your menu button's on the bottom left, so you can make the menu open on the bottom left. So now if I click open, look at that. Now it actually looks like a traditional menu, much more like, I guess, the standard traditional menus. You can also resize it. You can make it, just drag it. You can drag it nice and big, as you wish. So now you've got this almost traditional looking menu in the bottom left, if that's your thing. Me personally, I prefer for it to be in the center, but you can move it to the bottom left, bottom right, top left, top right. So you can put it in the corners, and it will always be on top of a panel, so it won't overlap your panels. I made sure of that. Myself, I prefer it in the center of the screen, but that's just me. So we've added lots and lots and lots and lots of options here. It's a highly customizable menu, right? And you can match any theme, match any level of detail. Like I said, I've tried to make it very flexible in options. We've also added AI. Now, the AI part is the part that I think most people are probably going to like. And that is, you can use either voice or text. See those little microphones? If you click a microphone, it activates voice. Otherwise, by default, if you just type, it will start searching for something. But you can also ask AI about it. For example, if I want to open discs, I can just type disk. If I type discs, you can see it's now just shows discs, right? But I can also ask the AI. I can say, I want to partition my HDD. So I'm saying I want to partition my HDD. That's what I'm typing, right? Look, there's nothing on the screen because I'm just typing, I want to partition my HDD. And I hit enter. Now watch what happens. It's opened gparted. The AI opened gparted. I didn't have to type it in. All I said is I want to partition my HDD. And the AI goes through my list of apps and it sees, oh, partition gparted is the best one for that, and it opens up the correct app. I want to change my region and date and time. So say I want to change my region and date and time. Let's see what it opens up. And look there, it opens date and time with the region. There's region, date and time, blah blah blah. So the AI is a very silent, very easy, quick. You just type what you want, and the AI will find the correct app. So half the time, especially if you're new to Linux or you're not sure what's installed, you can just ask the AI. It will find the closest app that matches your requirements. You can just type it, or you can speak it, right? So you can either click that little, press that, or you can hit the control. It says there, click or press left or right control to speak. So you can also hit the control button on your keyboard to speak. I want to take a screenshot. And look at that. It opens up the screenshot capture app. So you can also talk to the AI. You can also use voice to ask what you want. So you don't even need to click anything anymore. I mean, you have to click the menu button. You can open it from there, or you can open it up from our widget. This widget is movable, by the way, so you can have it. By default, it's in the center of the screen, but I sometimes like putting it over there. You can just hit the menu button over there and then hit control and say, is there any app for drawing? And look at that. I just asked, is there any app for drawing? And it opens up the. So it's this menu can be used in a traditional way, but it's fully AI integrated. So you can type to the AI, you can talk to the AI, and you can ask the AI. I'm also going to program the AI in the future build, I plan to. It's on my to-do list right now. I just wanted to get it functional, and it is functional. In the future build, I'm going to integrate the software center into the menu as well. So if you ask it for an app, but it can't find an app, then it's going to suggest that you install it from the software center, and it will take you straight to the software center too. So I'm going to integrate that with the AI as well. At the moment, it does not. At the moment, it will look just at the list of apps you've got, find the closest one, and then open that app at the moment. But this is a very new menu. We've only been working on this for, like, I don't know. Actually, it's not a new menu. I started working on this a long time ago, but it's a new menu in terms of I've recently started integrating AI into it, and also recently started making all these changes. Anyway, yeah. So it's still early stages, but it's functional. It works great, looks great, and I've themed it very nice. So categories nicely on the left, the bar at the bottom. I've separated because in the previous one you had this little pop-up window when you push power. That was annoying. Now you got little buttons: shut down, reboot, log out, lock, and suspend. And of course, next to the settings, you got a nice little divider between them. So everything's just nice looking, and I like the gray. By the way, I think it's just a good generic color. I think most people will probably default to either black or to white. You know, um, which are both nice too. To each his own. People have preferences, but I set the default to gray because I just think it just fits the theme very nice. Because our terminal's gray. Like if I open up a terminal, yeah, you see the terminal's gray. We do use a lot of gray in the distro, so I figured it just fits the distro better, out of the box. So this menu is now live in today's ISO that I just uploaded. So the ISO is online. I'm sending it out to the Patreon guys. I will then also filter it to the Pro guys. So if you want access to the latest build with this cool new menu, and it's not just the menu, we've also got the new AI audio voice system in here, but that's a video for another day. Uh, Lots of cool stuff that we're adding. As we're preparing for our 2026 release. But this is live in today's development build, the Dev ISO. I'm sending it out to Patreon guys. If you see this, it's already been sent to the Patreon guys. If you want access to this, join our Patreon program. Otherwise, do a pro upgrade and you'll get access to it as well. Very, very cool stuff. Oh, yeah, I also added this little hover descriptions that I added yesterday as well. It's pretty cool. I don't think it was in yesterday's video. So yeah, very, very, very cool menu. And I'll keep expanding on it, but as you can see, it's functional, it's nice, it shows many of these apps are installed with FlatHub because I like FlatHub. So it shows FlatHub icons, snaps icons, your local icons as well. Well, pretty much shows all the icons. And it's nice. It looks nice. It's fast, it's snappy. It has some nice special effects, and yeah. Anyway, so that's my menu video today. Uh, I think you guys have a general idea of how it works now. Just go check it in the options there. Lots and lots of options. Play with it, customize it, and have fun with it. It only supports English language if you want to use voice. So if you want to use voice, only English at this point. I'm sorry, but that's just the way it is. Um, that's only if you use voice though. Um, yeah, it's been sent out to the Patreon guys and also to the Pro Upgrade guys. So have fun with that. The free guys, well, we do have an ISO planned sometime over the next couple of weeks. I guess there might be a ISO that comes out for the free users, and this menu will be in there. So if you don't want to upgrade to Pro and you don't want to support us on Patreon, then you're just going to have to hang tight and sit back and sort of wait for it to come your way. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video. Bye-bye.
Working late in the light of our Makulu screen, customizing themes that are oh so clean. A system stable with a heart of open source. Makulu's whispers guide me, no need to force. LibreOffice is scribing through, no end, no cap. With every app I need, it's a creative sap. Yes, app. In the glow, in the flow, Makulu's Insight Show. AI core, open door, guiding as I go. The comfort of the code so bright in the screen's soft light. Makulu harmony in tech's endless flight. Smooth like the river, Makulu runs deep. Updates that deliver, promises to keep. Boot it up, feel the pulse, Makulu's beat so serene. With every line of code, it's like living the dream. AI's mind like the stars guides us through the night. Makulu's here, and everything just feels so right. In the grip of Makulu we find our pace, sailing through cyberspace with elegance and grace.